Eala warmly welcomed by Pinoys in UAE. Manila, Philippines. Tennis star Eala has arrived in the United Arab Emirates, UAE, for the 2026 Abu Dhabi Open, and as she adjusts to the court during training, Filipino fans are already rallying behind her. Eala, who exited the 2026 Philippine Women's Open after bowing to Colombia's Camila Osorio in the quarterfinals last Thursday, now prepares herself for another battle. Hi everyone, I am so excited to be back in the UAE, and I can't wait to be back on the court, and I hope to see you there, Eala said in a video posted by Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, panning her camera to the cheering Filipino fans. The Abu Dhabi Open also posted an album of Eala with Filipinos on its socials. All the love for Eala, the event captioned. Eala secured a main draw wildcard entry into the Abu Dhabi Open after ranking a career high of world number 49. A home away from home. Eala's warm embrace by Pinoys in the UAE. Under the golden desert sun of the United Arab Emirates, where skyscrapers rise from the sand and cultures from every corner of the world intersect, a familiar warmth unfolded, one that felt unmistakably Filipino. It wasn't just the heat of the day that lingered in the air, but the collective pride and joy of thousands of Pinoys welcoming one of their own, Eala. For Filipinos abroad, moments like these carry a special weight. Living far from home often means carrying the Philippines in the heart. Through food packed in balikbayan boxes, late-night video calls with family, and the quiet resilience that defines overseas Filipino workers. When Eala arrived in the UAE, she didn't just step into a foreign country. She stepped into a community that already claimed her as family. Eala, the young tennis sensation who has made the Philippine flag visible on courts across the world, represents more than athletic excellence. She symbolizes possibility. In a sport long dominated by powerhouses from Europe and the Americas, her rise has been a reminder that Filipinos, too, belong on the global stage. So when word spread among the Filipino community in the UAE that Eala would be visiting, excitement rippled through social circles, group chats, and community organizations. At the airport, the atmosphere felt less like a formal arrival and more like a family reunion. Small Philippine flags waved proudly, phones were raised for photos, and smiles came easily. Some greeted her in English, others in Filipino, and many in a joyful mix of both. Welcome, Eala, blending seamlessly with Mabuhay. Eala, visibly touched, greeted everyone with the same warmth they offered her. In that moment, titles didn't matter. She wasn't just a Grand Slam junior champion or rising star. She was Caban. What made the welcome especially meaningful was the diversity of the Filipinos who came to see her. There were nurses fresh from night shifts, engineers on their day off, domestic workers who had traveled hours, and second-generation Filipino kids who knew Eala as proof that someone who looked like them could stand among the world's best. For many, seeing Eala in person was deeply emotional. She was a living reminder of home, and of dreams that stretch beyond borders. Throughout her stay, Eala was met with the unmistakable Filipino brand of hospitality. Community gatherings buzzed with laughter, shared meals, and stories exchanged across generations. Someone always insisted she eat more. Someone else asked for a photo para sa nanay ko. Every handshake carried pride. Every hug carried gratitude. Eala listened intently, aware that her journey had become part of a larger narrative, one that extended far beyond tennis. In her interactions, Eala remained grounded and gracious. She spoke about discipline, sacrifice, and the importance of staying connected to one's roots. Her words resonated deeply with Filipinos in the UAE, many of whom understood sacrifice in its rawest form. Just as Eala had trained far from home to chase her dreams, they, too, had crossed oceans to build better futures for their families. In that shared understanding, a quiet bond formed. For the younger Filipinos in attendance, Eala became a spark. Parents pointed her out to their children, saying, "Tingnan mo, Pilipina yang." Young girls watched her with wide eyes, imagining themselves on tennis courts, podiums, or any place their dreams might take them. Eala's presence planted seeds of ambition, confidence, and belief. As the days passed, it became clear that this welcome wasn't just about celebrating Eala's achievements. It was about celebrating Filipino identity itself. In the UAE, where Filipinos are known for their hard work, kindness, and adaptability, Eala's visit felt like a collective victory. She carried with her the flag that so many overseas Filipinos carry invisibly every day, in their wake, their values, and their perseverance. When it was time for Alex to leave, the goodbye felt bittersweet. There were final photos, words of encouragement, and heartfelt wishes for her future matches. But there was also comfort in knowing that wherever Alex competes next, she carries the support of Filipinos worldwide, including those in the UAE who will always consider her part of their community. In the end, Eala arrived in the UAE as a sports icon, but she left embraced as family. And for the Pinoys who welcomed her, that moment of connection, brief yet powerful, served as a reminder that no matter how far Filipinos travel, their hearts recognize one another instantly. Across deserts and oceans, victories and struggles, one truth remains: a Filipino will always find home in another Filipino.